I came so close to this one being pucker. This is an original version 1 Gen 1 JDM-001 board, so it's a launch model, and I've not changed out the sides and wipers of the main pot, so they're original pots, so they're probably worn a bit. But as you can see, you got a 9804, which is not a good number. 909020 is the max I like to go. It does drop off, but it's got a 200k 3x3 trim pot in there to tighten up the dead spot and the outer circularity. I did try 100 in there, but then it destroyed the outer circularity under 100% range, so I have to use a 200. So I'm going to have to probably switch out all 4 sides and wipers just to give me, I don't know, security of mind, because it's a worn out old pad, so they're going to go eventually anyway, even axis free. Oh yeah, before I managed to get all of the different resistances, 1 million, 500, 200, 100, 50 and 30, which I haven't used yet. I haven't had to go that low. I had 50s and the 500s are the only ones I had, so I had 500s on all 4 axes, and it needed to be changed when I'd came back to it and used 1 million on axis 3, giving it absolute minimal drawing. But as you can tell there, I've drawn on there close circularity, so I've had to nudge the dead spot over to the left as far as 8235. I can only go 09020 is the next bracket, and I can't go down to 200k because it will reduce the overall circularity, sorry, on circularity left to right on that axis too. It will crush that in, and then it will go under the 100% range on the circularity. So there's a disappointment. I've got to take it apart. Oh, and while I was doing it, when I put it all back together again, the ribbon cable inside the pad, the little copper fingers, all folded up on me, so I had to flatten them back out again with me mini pliers wrench, flatten them, and then tweak the ends so that the little metal fins want to angle back towards the plastic little finger. Let me just pick it up. Oh, I can't even get hold of it. Come on. Right, off the table you go. Bloody thing. Right, there you go. Where is it? There it is. Right, the blue piece of plastic on the back's a stiffener in it. Once them little fingers, once they peel up, you have to flatten them all back down again. Make sure they're straight. Angle them backwards, and then if you touch the edge with a little blob of glue, and make sure it doesn't do it quickly, make sure it doesn't creep all the way down your contacts, you can get away with it, making sure they're flat, of course. And then come back to it when it's dry, get a little screwdriver, scrape off any excess glue where the contact is going to actually rest. You can salvage your ribbon cable. And oh yeah, the other thing I realised during this is I unplugged the touchpad while the battery was still installed, and I plugged it back in again, and it doesn't recognise the touchpad, but it does recognise the press. So you have to take the battery out to reset everything, put the battery back in, and then it registers the touchpad. So I was getting frustrated with that, and I thought, oh no, what have I done now? I've buggered that up. But no, it's fine. I've just got to hopefully put 4 of them in to bring it back to good. And that was all a waste of time, you know, all that time messing about with all that, calibrating. The average error 10.6 is pretty good on that left side, but if you imagine you take all of them off, it would be a lot bigger on that side, I would have thought. But I don't remember it being that big on standard potentiometers in there. Then you've got an average error of 9.5. So I don't know. Yeah, 200, 500 times 2 and 1 million trim pot. That's a disappointing fail, so maybe come back later and I might have fixed it. Thank you for watching.